Deep in the dense, suffocating rainforest of Kelantan, Malaysia, a trail exists that most people dare not follow. It snakes through the tangled undergrowth, leading to a forgotten shrine. By day, it's a silent ruin, overgrown and crumbling under the weight of time. But when darkness falls, it whispers. Not ancient chants, not sacred prayers. It whispers names. Your name, spoken softly from the shadows between the trees. This is the chilling story of the jungle shrine that knows who you are. Local legends say the shrine was built centuries ago, a sacred place to honor the spirits of the forest. Travelers would leave offerings, seeking protection on their perilous journeys. But one day, a ritual went horribly wrong. A name was spoken aloud that should have been kept secret. The moment it was uttered, the shrine changed. It stopped blessing travelers and started calling them, not to offer protection, but to claim them. The jungle around it grew thicker, more menacing, and the whispers began. The first modern incident to capture public attention happened in 1998. Two experienced hikers exploring the remote jungles of Kelantan vanished without a trace near the shrine's location. Their final, frantic radio transmission sent a chill down everyone's spine. We heard something. It said our names. When the search and rescue teams finally reached their last known position, they found all their gear neatly packed. Their footprints led directly to the shrine's altar, and then just stopped. There were no signs of a struggle, no tracks leading away, no blood. Just an unnerving, heavy silence. One of the rescuers later swore he heard his own name whispered from the dark canopy above. He was so terrified that he immediately quit the team and refused to ever return to that part of the jungle. Nearly a decade later, in 2007, a team of paranormal investigators decided to confront the legend head-on. They journeyed to the shrine, armed with high-tech recording equipment, hoping to capture proof of the whispers. They set up their gear and left audio recorders running through the night. When they reviewed the tapes the next morning, they were horrified. The devices had captured clear, disembodied whispers. Dozens of different names, spoken in an eerie, soft tone. Chillingly, some of the names belonged to members of their own team. That same night, one of the investigators woke up screaming, convinced he had just dreamed of being physically dragged into the stone shrine. In his nightmare, he saw his own name being carved into a stone pillar he'd never laid eyes on before. He packed his bags and left the expedition that very day. The audio tapes were never officially released to the public, and the team disbanded shortly after, shrouded in secrecy and fear. So what is the source of this terrifying power? Folklore offers a disturbing theory. It's said the shrine doesn't choose its victims at random. It senses and targets names based on powerful buried emotions: fear, deep-seated regret, crippling guilt. If you're carrying a heavy secret, the shrine knows. If you have wronged someone and never made amends, it calls out to you. Some locals believe the shrine acts as a kind of supernatural judge, delivering a final inescapable verdict. Others believe it's nothing more than a sophisticated spiritual trap, a place where names and the identities attached to them are erased from existence. One psychic who was consulted on the case claimed the shrine literally feeds on identity, growing stronger with each name it claims. The phenomena of the whispers is as strange as it is terrifying. Visitors who have dared to get close, even those who go alone, report hearing the voices. The whispers are cunning. Some say they mimic the voices of loved ones, a mother, a spouse, a lost friend, luring them closer with a false sense of comfort. Others report hearing their own voice calling to them from the trees, a disorienting and nightmarish experience. One man who visited the site claimed he heard a familiar voice and followed it deeper into the brush. He stumbled upon a small, moss-covered stone hidden at the base of a tree. Etched into it, as if in fresh blood, was his own name. He quickly snapped a photo with his phone, but when he looked back at the image just moments later, it had inexplicably vanished. He fled the jungle, deleted all his social media accounts, and moved to another country, trying to become anonymous. The structure of the shrine itself is deceptively simple. It consists of a central stone altar, surrounded by a circle of weathered, moss-covered pillars. But a closer look reveals the true horror. Each pillar is covered in carvings, names, hundreds of them, etched into the stone. Some of the script is ancient and faded, belonging to a forgotten time, but others are chillingly recent. One name discovered on a pillar matched the person reported missing in 2021. When investigators contacted the family, they confirmed the identity. The man had been hiking in Malaysia and was never seen again. They never found his body because the shrine, it seems, had already claimed him. Over the years, terrified locals have made several attempts to destroy the malevolent shrine. They've tried to dismantle it stone by stone, but their tools inexplicably break. They've tried to burn it, but the fires refuse to light, sputtering out as if starved of air. During one attempt, a man swinging a sledgehammer suddenly collapsed, gasping for breath. He later told his family he heard his own name screamed from all directions in the jungle, a deafening, terrifying chorus. He physically recovered, but the experience left him so traumatized that he refused to ever speak again. The shrine remains untouched and seemingly indestructible. Some say it continues to grow, adding a new name to its collection every year. Others believe it's simply dormant, waiting patiently for yours. The jungle itself seems to hold the shrine in fear. The area immediately surrounding the altar is unnaturally quiet. Animals give it a wide berth. Birds fall silent as they fly overhead. Even the constant hum of insects vanishes, creating a dead zone of eerie silence. The air grows cold and heavy. One researcher documented that the jungle seems to hold its breath near the altar. Technology also fails. GPS devices lose their signal. Compasses spin wildly, unable to find north. And perhaps most unsettlingly, time itself seems to become distorted. A visitor once claimed he only spent 10 minutes examining the shrine, but when he looked at his watch upon leaving, 3 hours had passed. During that lost time, he said he heard his name whispered 17 times. He never returned. So, the next time you reel alone in the quiet of the night and you hear your name whispered on the wind, ask yourself, who is calling? And more importantly, why? Because some places in this world don't just echo sound, they echo identity. They latch onto who you are. And once the jungle shrine of Kelantan knows your name, it never ever forgets. If you were captivated by this story, make sure you like this video and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Some mysteries refuse to stay silent, and we'll be here to listen to their whispers. Thanks for watching.